New information tonight in the case of a 57-year-old man found beaten, bound, and murdered in his home.
Neighbors say Reagan Nelson of Hendersonville was dying of cancer. Police think the person they're looking for could be headed to Arkansas or Florida in Nelson's BMW. News 13's Kimberly King has been at the crime scene in Hendersonville all day. What new information do you have, Kim?
Good evening, Darcel. Yeah, tonight neighbors say that Nelson was extremely polite. They also say he allowed homeless men in Hendersonville to stay at his home. He was trying to help, but now that has raised suspicions as to who might have been involved.
It's just got a really sad story.
Tonight, investigators have more questions than answers as to who beat, bound, and killed 57-year-old Reagan Nelson. Neighbor Mike Breedlove knew Nelson was very sick from multiple forms of cancer.
He had heard in the last week that he was being admitted to hospice.
He was assaulted for certain, and I'm not certain if the bindings were used to restrain him or not. He has had some bindings on his ankles, but he certainly was assaulted at this point.
Investigators say Reagan's 2001 black BMW 530i has been missing as far back as Friday.
He had a lot of house guests coming in and out.
And that is the lead investigators are now working. Another neighbor told News 13 off camera that Reagan took in a lot of homeless men in their 20s and 30s. The neighbor says she was particularly concerned about a man in recent days that she heard talking on a cell phone on Reagan's patio. Right now, a major tip would be someone who could call police to report Mr. Nelson's missing BMW. Neighbors say they haven't seen it parked here at his apartment for several days.
He had a black BMW. He'd occasionally come in and out with it with somebody else in the passenger seat.
Neighbors saw Reagan often walk his Shih Tzu dog at night. Mike Breedlove just moved into the Park Residence complex weeks ago.
It's with heartfelt thanks that I got to at least meet somebody here and talk with him. He was a very cordial individual, but what's happened has been very, very sad.
Tonight, police tell me that Reagan Nelson had recently been going through chemotherapy. Neighbors also say that his sister had reached out trying to reach him but could not get through and got concerned. She called police for help. They came over and found him. Reporting live in Hendersonville, Kimberly King, News 13.